boy was that exhausting to edit. Casey Neistat, I am not. So hey guys, guess who's back? Back again. It's Sydney. Yee. I'm back from Texas. That was weird. I'm still tired. I am still tired from this trip. For those of you asking about my trip, yes, it was in fact excellent. I saw this shirt in the Tower of America's gift shop and I laughed so hard when I saw it. Just had to get it. Just had to get it. Love a good Texas related pun. Exclusively Texas related. So this was meant to be the midweek video. Now it's Sunday. I have been tired. Very tired. So tired. And I apologize that the actual Texas video is short. I thought I had tons of footage, mountains of footage, reservoirs full of footage, but it turns out it wasn't actually that much. Let me give you a rundown of our trip. Day 1, we went to Six Flags. Terrible idea because we got in at like 12 the previous night. But we went to Six Flags and I went on a scary roller coaster, guys. Sydney freaking Bulliard went on a scary roller coaster. And no, I'm not making it up. I'm not making a mountain out of a molehill here at the level of roller coaster. It was a legit scary roller coaster. It was Wonder Woman's Golden Lasso. I'll put a picture of it right now for you to see it. I was there. I was on that. And I'm so proud of myself. And I was so nervous in the line. I was like, okay. Part of the reason I went on it. One, because my dad is a terrible influence on me. He was like, you gotta go on this roller coaster with us. I'm like, fine. The other part of the reason was because this was an FBLA trip. I was with a group of FBLA. You wouldn't know it by the video. I'm just too awkward to ask if they wanted to be in it. So, it's just Texas and me and my dad. But I was in fact with a group of FBLAers. One of them wanted to go on that roller coaster with my dad. And I am, if you don't know this about me, I am a prideful person. And I could not let that person show me up by going on that roller coaster with my dad without me. I did not swallow my pride. I was like, frick yeah, I'm going on that. And that was the best decision of my life, actually, because it was super fun. After the first 90 degree drop, it was so freaking fun. We all did the Wonder Woman sign when they took the picture. It was amazing. So now I want to go on more scary roller coasters. And I have regrets because I've been to a Six Flags before and I just went on the easy ones. I should have been doing this all along. Six Flags Fiesta, Texas is a good time. Good time. You should go. Fiesta. So yeah, our hotel was actually insane. The San Antonio River went through this big long fountain. So the river went through the hotel. That was insane. The hotel was so massive. This is the most massive hotel I've ever been in my entire life. It was nice. It was big. It was amazing. So there's that. Going with this group of FBLAers to a big city like San Antonio from here, a small town, it was truly like, these hicks are amazed by anything. And there was a rooftop pool. Oh, but it was so disappointing. The pool was so small. And we only went in it once. It was the last day we were there. We're like, we gotta go in the pool. But it was night, so it was cold. But we still went. But it was still crowded. And it was a tiny pool. So that happened. Hotel, amazing. If you don't know what FBLA is, the part with my pin design would have been hecka confusing to you. I apologize. I'm gonna explain it to you right now. FBLA Nationals, Future Business Leaders of America. Different competitive events all these children compete in. Performance, multiple choice, production tests. I did a multiple choice test. because I did a performance at state. Don't call me a wuss. I did a performance at state. So anyway, that is totally beside the point. FBLA, business-related competitive events. So if you don't know, that's what FBLA is. And when you get to the national conference, every state has a pin, a trading pin. Each kid gets like 10 or 15 depending on the state. Some states only give you 2 pins, and that's hecka lame. Because everyone wants those pins and not your pins, because your pins are hecka common, and those ones are like 2 for every kid. That's not enough. That's some pin drama for you right there. That's beside the point. Each state gets a pin to trade. And our state, Oregon, had a competition, a design competition for the pin, and mine won. It was the winner. The winner was me. So it was my design for our trading pin. That was freaking amazing for me. Good for my pin trading game. I was like, trade for an Oregon, I designed it. It was a good time. They were like, what? And I was like, what? So if you have an Oregon pin, you're in FBLA. That is my design. So yeah, that's the pin design explained. Okay, what else did we do? San Antonio River Walk is amazing. It's so beautiful. There's a river through the city. It's really pretty. When I imagine the San Antonio River Walk, I imagine just like a natural river, you know, like the Snake River, just a natural river with like dirt paths on either side and maybe the Alamo over there. But no, get that notion out of your head. It was preconceived and it was wrong, because the San Antonio River, it's got concrete lining, and there are restaurants and shops right on the river, right there on the river. Skinny sidewalks. We were gonna ask the boat tour guy how many people fall in the river a day, because it's probably many, because those sidewalks are really skinny. I can't even imagine the level of maintenance they have to put into that thing to keep it pristine like that, because it was amazing. San Antonio as a city, it was great. It felt a lot friendlier than Baltimore. It was definitely more touristy, so that might have had something to do with it. But just when we were walking in the normal city part, not for the tourists, not especially for the tourists. I mean, there's still definitely tourists, but you know what I mean. The regular city part, not the gift shop part. It still seemed pretty nice, friendly people, nice people. Yes, to me, it was reminiscent of Boise, but larger. I like San Antonio. I would go back. Go back to Baltimore? I'd be more hesitant to do that. Baltimore was last year's Nationals, by the way, if you have no idea what I'm talking about. And those are the only 2 major cities that I've been to. So, what else did we do? We went to see the Alamo. Remember the Alamo? Well, how could I very well forget it when it's right outside our hotel room? The Alamo was cool. Cool place. Lots of history. We went to the Tower of the Americas. That was cool. It's like the Space Needle of San Antonio. And the Space Needle and the Tower of the Americas were both built for a World's Fair, and that was like the center of the World's Fair. So I'm pretty sure that's just what they do for World's Fairs. But provided excellent views of San Antonio. Very good. Very nice. Yes. We went on a riverboat tour, as previously alluded to. That was cool. We just did a little lap and part of the river. Citrus trees just growing all over the shop. They had lemon, they had limes, they had what is that called? Orange? It's not a citrus, but bananas. Just growing. You can see them growing away. Grow city, that place. It was very humid in San Antonio, and coming from a high desert, it's very, very dry. This is a freaking 180 here to San Antonio, humidity-wise. I know this is the content that you all want, comparisons of humidity from one place or another. There you have it anyway. So when we got back from this humid, moist place, it was like, I can breathe again. I didn't know breathing was this easy. What else? Oh yeah, the convention. Convention was good. I took my test. It was okay. Like, they kept asking these questions. I did computer applications, questions about computers, about Excel, about PowerPoint, about Word, about Access, and they kept asking me questions about ports in the computer. I'm like, I don't know what number port this does, so I just picked my favorite number for those port questions. And surprise, surprise, I didn't get on stage, because also in my production test before we left, I didn't do the PowerPoint presentation part of it. So I definitely didn't place. But it was fun anyway. I love the pin trading. The pin trading is my favorite part of FBLA Nationals, the convention part. The convention part, favorite part of FBLA Nationals is the pin trading. Let me show you my lanyard. Here are all the different pins that I got. I got some new places this year, like New York. Oh, I really love Missouri's this year, because look, it's got so many lights. Funny story about the Missouri pin. I was like, okay fam, I've got one more Oregon pin to trade for something else, because I want to keep one. Got one more to trade. It was closing ceremonies. This is like the last minute. I was frantically searching person, just looking at lanyards, seeing who has a duplicate of a pin. And I see this girl. She's got only Missouri. Like, she had been trying to trade this whole time because she had them all laid out, you know, on her lanyard. I'm like, I'm about to make this girl's whole conference. She was going this way, I was going this way, but I was like, duplicate, and I sped walked back in her direction. I caught up with her. We were walking side by side, and I was like, hey, trade for Oregon? And when she looked at me, I was like, oh, should I have asked this girl? Because it looked like she'd been crying. Her eyes were really red. It looked like she had been crying about something. And I felt bad for a split second. But then she said, well, yeah, sure. And she sounded completely normal. So maybe she'd been crying a while ago. Maybe she just had an allergic reaction. If you're the Missouri girl that I traded this pin for Oregon, what was the deal? I was like, was this a mistake? But I got the pin. I got the pin, and it was amazing. So I traded all my pins away this year. So yeah, that was a quick pin story for ya. Here's a closer look at the Oregon pin, if you didn't see it. Oh my goodness, I designed that. It's so weird to see something that I had been staring at for hours on a computer screen and to hold it in my hands. It's great. Oh hey, I totally forgot. We also went to Buc-ee's in New Braunfels, Texas, Texas, which is actually the world's largest gas station / convenience store. It was actually amazing. We were taking an Uber to Green, which is like this historical district. We were going to this cool restaurant. Anyway, so we were driving down the road in an Uber, chilling, hanging out, being cool, and then we see this gas station. We're like, oh, cool, a gas station. Yeah. And then, as we keep driving, it just keeps going. And we're like, what the frick? This is a huge gas station. What on earth is this magical paradise place? And our Uber driver was like, that is Buc-ee's. That particular Buc-ee's is the world's largest gas station. It's amazing. It's like a mall in there. Cleanest bathrooms in the world too. Like when you're in there, you see this. Anyway, I saw this lady in there when we went to the bathroom, and they say once you're done, she'll go in there and she'll clean the stall out right after you're done. It was the cleanest gas station bathroom I've ever seen. And yeah, they're recognized to be the world's cleanest bathrooms too. So 10 out of 10 would go again. It was definitely like another these hicks are amazed by anything moments, but I don't care. It was amazing. I got a horchata icy there. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Horchata, that's how I say it. Horchata icy. It sounds really gross. Horchata is like that hot drink with cinnamon and it's like creamy and stuff. It sounds really gross. Cinnamon icy? Gross. But I got one because I'm like, I can get a cherry icy literally anywhere. I'm in Buc-ee's. I'm gonna get a freaking Buc-ee's exclusive flavor. I got horchata. It was amazing. That's my new favorite flavor of icy, and I can't get another one until I go back to a Buc-ee's. So I just had to tell you about Buc-ee's, because these hicks are amazed by anything. Okay, back to what I was saying. Okay, I've been going on for far longer than I meant to about this trip, but it was a great trip. I'm looking forward to next year. I mean, even though next year's is in Salt Lake, I'm still gonna try my hardest to get there. It's gonna be great. Anyway, that is far longer than I meant to talk. I gotta edit this, get it uploaded tonight. So, bye guys. Did you know bananas are actually a berry? I didn't know that. I learned it, not in San Antonio, but yeah.